Kenyans are suing the UK government over colonial abuses and land theft. They're seeking a reported $200 billion.
If you go to Kericho, they will tell you that the British never left. The status quo is not acceptable, it's not sustainable, and the resistance is moving in the right direction.
British colonisers forced Talai and Kipsige's people off their land in Kericho County to make tea farms for white settlers between 1895 and 1963. More than 500,000 Kenyans suffered human rights violations, including killings, sexual violence and torture, as British forces stole their land. Kenya is one of the largest black tea exporters in the world, and to this day, multinational corporations like Lipton and Unilever continue to profit from the land. Those two companies did not immediately respond to an AJ Plus request for comment.
They should precisely bear in mind as they enjoy that cup of tea, that cup of tea has a history of domination, colonialism, exploitation, and basically slave labor. When people have that kind of consciousness, they can call their companies to account.
Wealthy countries continue to benefit from the exploitation of the global south for cheap labour and raw materials. In Kenya, farm workers for flour exporters say they usually earn around $3 a day, well below a living wage. And many have reported being sexually harassed by their supervisors.
If people knew the exploitation of young women in places where these flower plantations exist, they will probably not participate in the celebrations of Valentine's Day.
After fierce resistance, British colonial rule ended in Kenya in 1963. But the former empire has largely avoided confronting its bloody past. Now, the Kericho case has been brought to the European Court of Human Rights because the UK has failed to address these colonial crimes. In response to an AJ Plus request for comment, the UK government said it would be inappropriate to comment on legal proceedings.
The fact that the British continue to ignore these claims and just basically dismiss them is an act of gross inhumanity and injustice. This is an issue that will not go away, and they have to respond to it. And the Caribbeans will raise the same issue. The people from India, they are still calling for reparations as well.
It's not often that the UK provides reparations, but in 2013, the country provided a compensation settlement of around $30 million to over 5,000 elderly Kenyans who the British tortured and abused during the Mau Mau uprising for Kenyan independence.
The British should pay reparations, and they've started doing that, so they should continue.